The United States is a massive country. We have a huge population of over 341 million people, ranking third in the world. But did you know that despite this large population, there are vast areas of the United States with very few people living there? And in this video, we're going to explore the real reason why nobody lives in these 9 states. Let's go. Number 9. Maine. Maine covers a vast area of about 33,215 square miles. With such a large expanse of land, you might expect it to be overflowing with people. That's not exactly the case. Now, Maine is much more populated than some of the other states that we'll get to here, but in reality, Maine is home to about 1.4 million residents. Maine has a population density of approximately 43.8 residents per square mile. This is considerably lower than the national average of 96 per square mile. So what's going on here? Firstly, Maine's harsh winters and relatively short summers can be a deterrent for potential residents. The state experiences long, cold winters with heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures, making it challenging for some individuals to cope with the cold and snow for several months out of the year. While the state offers opportunities in industries such as tourism, forestry, fishing, and agriculture, job options may be limited in certain regions, particularly in rural areas. Economic challenges such as job scarcity and lower wages compared to urban areas may deter individuals and families from settling in Maine. Furthermore, Maine's remote location and lack of access to amenities and services may pose challenges for residents. Many parts of the state are rural and sparsely populated, with limited access to healthcare, education, and cultural amenities. This can make it difficult for residents to access essential services and may contribute to feelings of isolation and dissatisfaction. Number 8. New Mexico. New Mexico covers a total surface area of 121,589 square miles. However, despite its vast length, the population density in New Mexico is relatively low, with an average of just 17 people living in each square mile, much lower than the average of 96 per square mile. Economic challenges such as limited job opportunities, especially in rural areas, impact population trends in New Mexico. Challenges such as limited access to healthcare and educational resources, high poverty rates, and crime impact overall quality of life for some residents. New Mexico's geographic features include its mountains, deserts, and mesas, contribute to its unique identity and appeal. The state's diverse climate ranges from its desert conditions in the south to alpine forests in the north. With this diversity, offers recreational opportunities and scenic beauty. But it also presents challenges such as water scarcity, wildfires, and extreme temperatures. Real quick, before we move to number 7, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a new video from us. And also, make sure to hit that like button. Number 7, Montana. Montana is like a vast canvas covering a whopping 147,040 square miles of land. With such a huge amount of land, you might imagine it to be popping with people, but that's not quite the case. In reality, Montana is home to approximately 1,142,746 residents. And while it has more residents than Maine, the state is also much bigger. Montana's population density is only 7.64 per square mile, which is significantly lower than the national average of 96 people per square mile. So, why aren't more people living in Montana? One significant factor is Montana's harsh winters. The state experiences long, cold winters with heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures, making it challenging for some individuals to cope with the cold and snow for several months out of the year. Montana's rural nature and limited job opportunities may be unappealing to some. While the state offers opportunities in industries such as agriculture, tourism, mining, and manufacturing, job options may be limited in certain regions, particularly in rural areas. Economic challenges such as job scarcity and lower wages compared to urban areas may also deter individuals and families from settling in Montana. Additionally, lack of access to amenities and services may pose challenges for residents. Many parts of the state are rural and sparsely populated, with limited access to healthcare, education, and cultural amenities. Number 6. Idaho. With a vast land area spanning about 83,642 square miles, Idaho is home to a population of approximately 1,939,000 residents. When we talk about population density, Idaho sits at 23.6 people per square mile, again much lower than the national average of 96. While Idaho does have industries like agriculture, technology, and outdoor recreation, job opportunities are not to be as abundant or diverse as in larger states or urban areas. This can make it challenging for individuals to find stable employment and support themselves and their families. Quality of life is a crucial factor that influences where people choose to live, work, and raise their families. While Idaho does offer breathtaking natural beauty, including mountains, lakes, and forests, there are certain aspects of quality of life that might give pause to prospective residents. One consideration is access to essential services such as healthcare and education. While larger cities in Idaho like Boise may have well-equipped hospitals and schools, rural areas of the state might lack adequate healthcare facilities and educational institutions. This poses challenges for residents, especially those living in the remote areas who may have to travel long distances to access medical care or quality education for their children. Lastly, Idaho can see significant snowfall and cold temperatures, particularly in the mountain regions. The winters are long and brutal. Number 5. Nebraska. Nebraska, with its vast plains and agricultural heritage, might seem like a place where many people would call home. However, the reality is quite different. With a land area spanning over 77,348 square miles and a population of 1,968,000 people, Nebraska's population density sits at around 24.94 people per square mile. Again, much lower than the national average. So why don't more people live here? Nebraska's economy has historically been rooted in agriculture, and while this sector continues to be a significant contributor to the state's economy, it's essential to recognize its limitations in terms of job diversity. While agriculture provides essential jobs and sustains many rural communities, it does not offer the same career options as more urbanized areas. Furthermore, the rural nature of much of Nebraska's landscape presents challenges for economic development. Remote locations and limited infrastructure can make it difficult for businesses to thrive and for workers to access employment opportunities. Next up, quality of life plays a crucial role in attracting and retaining residents. While Nebraska offers a lower cost of living compared to some other states and boasts a strong sense of community in many rural areas, access to essential services is limited. People also complain about the cold winters and the lack of things to do, stating that the state can be pretty boring. Number 4. South Dakota. South Dakota has approximately 77,116 square miles, making it the 17th largest state in the country by land area. However, South Dakota's population is just 928,787 residents. For every square mile of land in South Dakota, there's an average of 10.7 people. This places South Dakota as the 46th most densely populated state in the United States. South Dakota's economy is diverse, with key sectors including agriculture, tourism, healthcare, and manufacturing. South Dakota's rural nature and limited job diversity may pose challenges for attracting people and retaining residents, particularly young professionals seeking specialized career opportunities. Additionally, the state's remote location and brutal winters deter some individuals from relocating to South Dakota. South Dakota offers a high quality of life characterized by a low cost of living, tight-knit communities, and abundant outdoor recreational opportunities. Like many other states, when you're very rural, you may face challenges related to access to healthcare and educational resources, as well as limited cultural amenities compared to larger areas. Number 3. North Dakota. North Dakota covers 70,700 square miles, but has a population of just 788,940 people, giving it a density of just 9.7 people for every square mile of land. This places North Dakota as the 47th most densely populated state in the entire country. Another factor that may deter people from living in North Dakota is the relatively isolated location. Many parts of the state are rural and sparsely populated with limited access to amenities. Challenges such as harsh winters, limited amenities, and access to jobs, healthcare, and educational resources in most of the state make people less excited to live here. Number 2. Wyoming. Wyoming has a land area of 121,589 square miles and a population of approximately 586,485 residents. Despite its considerable size, Wyoming's population density is remarkably low, with just 5.97 people per square mile. The relentless wind, a defining feature of the state's landscape, can make daily life uncomfortable and even hazardous. Moreover, a significant portion of Wyoming's land is federally owned, limiting opportunities for private ownership and development. The state's economy, once upbeat by the energy sector, now faces decline, with coal and natural gas industries hoping to stay relevant. Wicked winters lasting half the year bring sub-zero temperatures, treacherous road conditions, and the constant threat of avalanches. Sparse amenities, particularly in rural areas, pose inconvenience and isolation for residents. Adding to the challenges are Wyoming's desert regions, affected by water scarcity and lacking in resources. Number 1. Alaska. Alaska has a staggering land surface of 665,384 square miles, making it the largest state in the United States by a considerable margin. However, despite its vast size, Alaska also is the most sparsely populated state, with just 733,536 residents and an average density of just 1.2 people per square mile. Firstly, Alaska's remote location and harsh climate presents significant challenges. The state experiences long, dark winters with extremely cold temperatures, often dipping well below freezing. Additionally, much of Alaska is characterized by rugged terrain and isolated communities, making transportation and access to essential services difficult. Another deterrent to living in Alaska is the high cost of living. Due to its remote location, many goods and services must be imported, leading to inflated prices for everyday necessities such as groceries, fuel, and housing. Furthermore, Alaska's economy is heavily reliant on industries such as oil and gas, fishing, and tourism. Economic opportunities may be limited in certain regions, particularly in rural areas, leading to a lack of job prospects and economic stability for residents. And there you have it, the real reason nobody lives in these 9 states. These factors interact in a complex way to shape population dynamics in each state, influencing where people choose to live and work. Now it's your turn. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video for more videos. See you in the next one.